Yeah, he normally tells you how much money he deposits, just like EarthBound Beginnings. It is... Oh, also, if you press end, as we'll see later, whenever we stop, he soft locks the game instead of taking you to the title screen, so no matter what, you have to reset. That only happens after you save, so that can't screw you over, so it's all good. And here we go, our first battle! A spiteful crow! And we only have control of Ness at the moment. A cookie, by the way, I didn't check it, but it, I think it's the only item in the game that always heals the same amount, and I think it's 6 HP, but I'm not sure.
Be careful, because crows can take stuff from you, right?
Yeah, good job, baby. I'm surprised you remember. She never technically beat the game. She stopped at a certain point, but we'll tell that story later, because she got really mad and threw her laptop. And by that, I mean legal way to play this game, not a laptop. And, I don't really need to explain the enemies. There we go, a smash attack.
And snakes can...
They can't do anything. They can coil around you, which wastes your turn and its turn, basically. And we're finally level 2. Oh, I didn't mention. We got a cookie from the Spiteful Crow. They have a 100% chance of dropping a cookie, which is very nice. They are also the hardest enemies that we are going to encounter at the hilltop, so... But I like that these weren't going crazy before, and now all these... Stole the bread roll! No! Why couldn't it steal a cookie? Yeah, okay. Great. I want to keep as much stuff as possible so I can show something insignificant, but I know I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm going to have to get like a ton of spiteful crows along the way.
So like, what's up with these crows all having cookies?
More crows! No idea. I mean, it's vaguely helpful.
Yeah,
I think
but...
Pokey played dead. So, if you notice, these are not party members that we can control. Obviously, we will be getting people, perhaps the ones that we named earlier, that we can control. But Pokey is useless, and King is actually surprisingly useful. Press B at any time for the status screen. There is no run button. This is the only game in the EarthBound / Mother trilogy where none of the versions have a run button. Hey, Ness! I was too busy to investigate, but I heard a child's voice on the hilltop. I'm a busy man, but when I do my job, I do it well. I'm a man's man. It's Picky! Well, okay, we didn't get what happened that I wanted to happen, but oh well. Oh. Oof! If I knew this was going to be such a scary place, I wouldn't have come along. I'm out of here.
You know, I don't remember about the meteor. Like, I don't remember the basis of the story.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of good. You get to re-experience it now.
I'm excited. It's been so many years. It's been like...
It was late 2017, I think, when you finished it. You started it Christmas of 2016. It took you like 11 months to finish it.
I didn't play it full. Like,
because you got a laptop for
Christmas.
For Christmas in 2016. Then we moved in together and you finished it right before Christmas. It's actually right before Christmas right now.
Yeah.
It's December 21st, 2021, the first day of winter, but this is going up probably January 8th.
Sadly, I'm a witch, and I mean, that's a good thing, but sadly, I did not celebrate this year because I slept with like 10 cats on me today. And I could not move, and once I woke up, I was completely stiff.
We've been trying to do this all day. Jeez, sometimes I wonder which one of us is the real big brother. God, this is my favorite soundtrack of all time. Every single sound is beautiful. The sound design. Some of the songs are better.
Magic Can is top tier.
Really? You're not thinking about Snowman or Humoresque of a Little Dog?
Hey.
Well, we've got Picky now to replace King. Ness, do you hear a buzzing that sounds like a bee flying around? That's not Pokey's voice, my bad. Do we hear it?
I don't.
Oh, come on. You must hear it.
Well, now I do.
You said that before it started playing.
I'm joking. I can't hear very well. Anyway.
Well, it's here now. Press.
What? Press what? Press what? Press it.
So, guys, we are taking advantage of the SNES Classics Rewind feature to show you something. Oh, I forgot how far back it rewinds. Okay, well, I guess we'll start here.
So you want me to just press sideways?
No, just do like up and down.
Okay.
Because watch this, you guys.
Tell me when to start doing
In a
it.
second. Start doing it whenever.
Now?
Here, let's see what he says if you say yes. Yes, you can hear it. Hold on. Yeah, start doing it now. Now. Mostly up and down. Mostly up and down. What the heck? Why isn't that working? You're supposed to be able to control the light. Oh! We turned it off. Okay. A BIM. Not. I'm from 10 years in the future. And, in the future, all is devastation. While this music plays, a quick explanation. We found out together that you're supposed to be able to control that light with the second player controller. No, it just moves like it's not supposed to.
Oh.
Like it'll go to the bottom of the meteorite instead of the top.
No.
But I guess that doesn't work on Virtual Console. I'm not sure. I imagine it's not too well tested, so that's still really weird though.
Yeah.
There's one Virtual Console difference, and it's just a blurring effect for epilepsy protection. But honestly, it hurts my eyes even more than
For what?
the regular game. Like when things flash, like some
yeah.
smash attacks or mortal blows, basically.
Yeah.
Gigas, I can't do it. It's so Gigas sounds so stupid. Gigas, the universal cosmic destroyer, sent all to the horror of eternal darkness. However, you must listen. Where I am from, there is a well-known legend that has been handed down from ancient times. It says, when the chosen boy reaches the point, he will find the light. The passing of time will shatter the nightmare rock and will reveal the path of light. You see, it is my opinion that you were that boy, Ness. This I believe. Gygas' monstrous plan must have been set in motion somewhere on Earth. If you start to confront the enemy immediately, you may have time to counter the evil intentions of Gygas. 3 things are of the utmost importance: wisdom, courage, and friendship.
So typical.
Well, normally it's wisdom, courage, and power.
Oh.
Because of Zelda. The Triforces? The 3 Triforces?
I don't know the
Wisdom,
backstory.
courage, and power. Everybody knows that. Come on, honey. You've played...
I know I've played it, but I never finished the Zelda game.
Yeah, you're right. The legends from the ancient times tell of 3 boys and a girl who defeat Gygas. I will tell you more later. Go now, and do not be anxious about the future. You have much work to do, Ness. Yes. Thank you for listening to my long story. You are as exceptional as I expected you to be. My favorite fanfare of all time.
It's very good.
And one of my favorite characters of all time, Buzz now joins you. Ness, it looks like you're really in a lot of trouble this time. 3 boys, he said? I'm not one of those 3, am I? 'Cause I'm not into this kind of thing at all. Jeez. My heart is almost pounding right out of my chest. Here we go. We now have Buzz. However, he still does not have a status screen or anything.
And
that's okay,
also, he's buzzing around Ness's head.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, in case
That
you
must
can't
be
hear
really
that.
Annoying.
Ness, buddy, I have something to tell you, and only you. Can you come visit me later? Alone.
Oh, did you hear these spooky music?
I sure did. A couple things. Honey, why don't you take us back? With your controller.
Oh.
The reason I have my wife here is 2 reasons. She's controlling it right now. The second controller controls the whole game.
Sorry, I'm not used to using this. I've never used this before.
That's okay, baby. It's mostly, I guess, if you are playing with an older sibling who knows the game better. That's what I always imagine anyway. But see,
we're going off the cliff. I'm sorry. Ah!
What did you do? Just kidding. It's been a long time, Buzz. You've been successful at foiling Master Gygas' plans.
That?
But, Buzz, you must not... Why would you ask who's that? You were gonna find out. You're no longer a hero, but just a useless insect. I'll stomp you hard. First boss fight, the Starman Jr. Also, we haven't talked about the scrolling HP meter being a giant improvement. We haven't talked about the battle backgrounds. There's so much to this game, and it's so beautiful. Here we go. You can fight.
I can't remember how to fight. I don't remember the good things.
Just press L. Don't press anything but L.
Where's L? This one?
Yeah, you know what L is, right?
Just keep pressing L?
Yeah. BuzzBuzz tried PSI Shield Sigma.
Oh.
Oh yeah, picky attacks, 1 damage. Okay, alright, what was I starting to say? There's a lot to say right now. And also, it's on our bucket list that my old boss gave me for our wedding to play sit down and play EarthBound together because it's my favorite game and her second favorite game.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ! 150 damage? Pokey pretended to cry.
I went to the Roswell museum and we actually saw a Starman looking figure there. I have a picture of it.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
It was really cool. It didn't have anything to do with EarthBound, but it's still just that whole alien thing.
So if you grind up to, I don't remember what level, but it has to take hours, you can actually get hurt and lose this fight. It doesn't break the game or anything, but since BuzzBuzz renews it every other turn, there's no possible way to lose. Oh my god, BuzzBuzz is powerful. In Japan, he is...
Hero.
Well, in America, he's not a bee. In Japan, he's not a rhinoceros beetle. Level 3! Woo! Ooh. So Vitality basically means your HP is going to go up a lot. I don't remember what half the stats do. IQ helps you with your psychic, your PSI abilities somehow. But we'll get to that later. Whew! I got it.
Okay.
I was taking a big chance there. He came from 10 years in the future to kill me, so we can't relax yet. From now on, you'll be fighting enemies sent by Gygas, as well as humans who have evil thoughts. They'll definitely make trouble during your adventure. Animals are also becoming violent due to Gygas' influence over the evil in their minds. It is the truth, so listen.
Cats.
Oh,
wait, I want to go inside.
Right.
Oh, you did it.
What? I'm sorry, baby.
It's okay.
But she can take over at any moment, and there's nothing I can do about it. Actually, let's talk to you first. I don't want to go out anymore. I don't care if everyone thinks I'm a stubborn mutt. You're hungry already?
Definitely.
Why don't you have some chili? Pokey, you don't like chili, do you? Too bad! That's one of my favorite lines in the game. Does she not like
Pokey?
I guess not. But,
oh, you wish?
If you cast your own physical shield instead of a PSI shield, it destroys BuzzBuzz's shield, and you can technically die in that window. Also, it's very fun to see Picky kill the Starman Jr. with his 1 HP attack.
Larna.
Where in Sam Hill have you boys been? I'll have to think of a suitable punishment. I'm really sorry that my kids troubled you so much. Both of you are really going to get it now. That sound is supposed to be him yelling at them. In Japan, he beats them. By the way, I would be happy if you left sometime soon. I'm tired of your family living next door. We've loaned your father a lot of money. It may have been $100,000 or more. Well, I guess it really could have been less, but because of the loan, my family and I now live in poverty.
Look at that lamp. That lamp is not cheap.
I always thought that that he was lying. There's no evidence that he's lying. He probably did loan our family a lot of money. They never go into detail about this. So his name is Aloysius Minch, and her name is Lardna Minch.
But
it was technically supposed to be translated as LaDonna Minch, but Marcus Lindblom thought it would be so hilarious and ridiculous if he named her Lardna. So, and he was right. This is the best name I've ever heard. My husband is much too lenient with the children. Oh well, nice guys finish last. That's the story of our life.
Yeah, he got you.
I think it's a dung beetle! I'll smash your guts out!
I hate this. I hate this scene.
Oh, I'm so tired. Nag, nag, nag. My husband is very soft-hearted. What happens? Oh, okay, we can't go. I was much weaker than I thought. Those are real coughs. So you must now begin your adventure. See you. Oh, I just remembered. Listen to my final words. And the music comes back. To defeat Gygus, your own power must unite with the Earth's. The Earth will then channel your power and multiply it. There are 8 points that you must visit. Make these places your own. Each of these locations is your sanctuary. One of them is near Onet. It is called Giant Step. Go there first. Do you understand? All right. You are a very intelligent young man. And... oh, the pain! Everything is getting dark. Oh. Before I pass out, I want to give you something. It is the Sound Stone. You can record the melodies from the 8 your sanctuary locations into this stone. It is an awesome item. By the way, I'm almost gone. But did you want to hear my story one more time?
No.
I almost always accidentally press yes once. Good. It's already dawn outside. But it doesn't matter to me. I'm fading fast. Oh! Ness got the Sound Stone.
How is that bee carrying that?
He's not a bee. A bee he is not. Well, we got the Sound Stone. Let's check it out. If you fill up on cookies by grinding Spiteful Crows, the Sound Stone will instead go to Tracy, and you can leave it there for most of the game, if not the whole game, I'm not sure. Oh. You can't ever get it out of your inventory, though. It won't leave. Ness touched the Sound Stone to his forehead and gathered his thoughts.
We have nothing.
Ooh, I love the stereo on that. That's so good. You can't hear it. Oh, you do have both your headphones in.
I heard it a little bit.
So good.
I'm sorry for all the crack.
Do 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 do. And we get interrupted. So you heard that right at the beginning of Onet's theme? That was Pollyanna. Pollyanna, I Believe in You from EarthBound Beginnings. But pictures taken instantaneously. I'm a photographic genius if I do say so myself. Okay, get ready for an instant memory. Look at the camera already. Say Fuzzy Pickles. Do you have that memorized, Sonny?
No, but I know you do.
Wow, what a great photograph. It will always bring back the fondest of memories. And then shoot.
Wow, he's flexing his memory skills.
So, the only thing you could really consider, aside from opening all the presents and getting, you know, all the items from NPCs in the world, would be getting all of the Photo Man locations.
Are we going to do that?
You could technically don't have to go back to your house, so you can... Yes, I'm going to do that. It's not very hard. It's actually harder, some people do it as a challenge run, to purposely miss the Photo Man spots, which some of them are really hard to miss. You have to get 3 unless you cheat and glitch the game like world record speedruns do. But we'll get to all of that later, much later. This theme.
Oh, it's so beautiful. Talk to your dog.
Always gonna... He says the same thing he already did.
Oh.
This is also Pollyanna.
And that's the end of this Let's Play.
Yep,
we
the
are
game's
finished.
over. Ness decides, no thanks. Oh my god. Oh, I love this game so much.
I'm about to start crying. I haven't heard this song outside of the soundtrack, like, that we listened to.
In a long time.
Yeah.
God, it's such a good arrangement. They do such a good job of bringing back songs from the first game, but incorporating beautiful new ones.
I remember almost nothing from the first game because I didn't watch his Let's Play.
Well, I mean,
so I'm
she actually likes EarthBound Beginnings. For a while, she said she liked EarthBound Beginnings better than EarthBound. Of course, now she flipped it and she likes Mother 3 than EarthBound Beginnings. But I actually, I go EarthBound, Mother 3, EarthBound Beginnings.
It's just that I can't see the enemies in EarthBound Beginnings. Is my main thing that I don't like.
There's a lot of problems with it, and this game fixes If not all of them, almost all of them. I mean, the little nuanced things that are kind of annoying in this game, I kind of completely forgot about. Like, they don't annoy me anymore. I'm so used to them. Most people complain about limited inventory space, but I think if there were more inventory space, then the game would be too easy. Most people think this game is harder.
Oh!
Is actually really hard. I think this game's, well, like for EarthBound series standards and similar, easier game standards, I think this game's the easiest in the series.
Much cheese.
But I'm not sure. Finally, we could have seen this guy for so long, and now you're drinking your hot chocolate and it's gross?
It's cold.
Oh.
So I need to go microwave it whenever.
I'm sorry, baby. This is the Runaway Dog. We could have been seeing him along with the coral snakes and the spiteful crows this whole time.
Why didn't we?
I don't know. He didn't spawn in.
Oh.
I thought about grinding up all the cookies, but I don't want to be over-leveled. I actually like being under-leveled. Most people...
What do the cookies do?
They heal 6 HP.
Oh.
I think it's 6. But it's always the same number.
I'm sorry for that crackling. I cannot be still in this...
Oh yeah, our chairs are so loud, so I apologize. In case you've never seen me before, I'm LP Master 6, and I am currently playing through every game on this channel that is important to every series relevant to the original Super Smash Bros. Thus far, including the Mario series, the Donkey Kong series, the Legend of Zelda series, the Metroid series, the Yoshi series, the Kirby series, the Star Fox series, the EarthBound series, and the F-Zero series.
He said all of that in one breath.
I sure did. I'm impressed with myself. I got a lot of info about EarthBound.
He's a rapper.
You can borrow maps for nothing.
Look him up on SoundCloud.
Oh, yeah. I actually did used to write rap songs.
But he doesn't have a SoundCloud.
And I also cannot perform rap songs very well. I mean, you can hear how white I am. So.
How wide you are?
How white.
Oh, I was like, you're tiny.
It was a bit of controversial racial humor, honey. I'm not...
You're not fat.
I couldn't think of a good joke to say.
Okay.
I was going to say body dysmorphic, but it wouldn't have...
I'm body dysmorphic.
That's true. She is.
Let's not talk about that.
Okay.
Let's talk about maps in the library.
Kids can borrow only maps at this library. Do you want to borrow one? Yes. Here's a map. Onett isn't the only thing on the map. All the info is there, except for the info that isn't there. Pressing the X button allows you to view the map at any time. How convenient. You know, the X button located near the top. Ha ha ha. Just got the town map.
Imagine like actually going into the library to get a map. Well, one, why the hell are you going to a library to get a map? Because we have phones in this day and age. Unless like you're Amish, then I can understand
This
that.
is, okay, a lot of people like this for its retro 90s aesthetic vibe, but this is such... It's so timeless while at the same time being a perfect...
What do you mean it's retro 90s?
Kitschy,
it was made then.
I know, but I mean, because it feels that way.
Because it is.
This game is so ahead of its time with a lot of things. Enemies being on the field, the rolling HP meter, there's so many upgrades to RPGs. And the people who made this game didn't even make RPGs. I wanted to see if that worked instead of just pressing X. Yeah, they were just copywriters. Shigesato Itoi, he loved playing RPGs, so he was like, I can make one. So he made the perfect RPG parody, which it ended up being the perfect RPG.